Jolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy and welcome to another video from our little A to Z officer series. But before I talk about another rare officer today, I just want to say if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel, and when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at Mirek. She is class Science, which means you need science badges to upgrade her later. She's from the group Romulan Patriots, which means she can get synergy from others of that group if she's captain, or can give synergy to a captain of that group if she's on the bridge with him. And she's from the faction Romulan Star Empire, which means you need Romulan faction credits to upgrade her. And she obviously is not a very elaborate character, so to speak, because there's very short information about her in the info box, but it's always different. Sometimes there's a long explanation because they are important characters from the series or something, and sometimes shorter, but there's some information is there about any officer in those info boxes. Her captain maneuver, which you already could hear that she must have one, is Burning Vengeance. And that means every time the ship gets hit by a weapon attack, Mirek has a 20% chance of burning the opponent's ship for 1 round. Burning is something that you need for other officers to trigger their abilities as well, for example, but burning itself is good anyway. But a 20% chance is not the best one you can get. But if you don't have another officer that triggers burning, she is one possible way of doing that. And her office ability is Acid Bitterness. That means Mirek increases the damage against Federation ships by 500% of the crew's defense. So if you are hunting Federation hostiles a lot because you are bringing up your reputation for the Romulans or the Klingons, then Mirek is definitely a good officer to let you do that a little bit longer, because the more damage you make, usually the less rounds a fight has, and so your ship will be longer in that system to hunt hostiles before you have to repair again. And so that is a very limited ability, only on the Federation, but still a very helpful one if you're grinding Federation hostiles in the earlier stages of the game. And for example, if you have Mirek and don't have PMC, for example, then she can be quite an asset for you. Of course, as a rare officer, she also has some away team traits, and that's 2. One is Scientist and one is Patriotic, as you can see with the leveling up of those. And as you can see on the bottom left of the screen, I usually send her out to away team missions, and that's where she is at the moment, because I do not need her on the ships anymore, but she still is very helpful for away teams later in the game when you have better crews than and don't need to use her on your bridge or on your ship in general anymore. And so she is quite helpful. The scientist part is always needed, although you have a lot of scientists there, but the patriotic ability is also something I need regularly, and so I regularly send her out. But of course you also want to know how to get Mirek, and for that we just have to go to the normal recruit section. With a lot of officers at the moment it's not that way, and there are so many sources for officers. I said that in another video already. I'm working on an overview chart for my Discord I set up for this game again, which contains where can you source which officer. And when I started to work on that, which is another load of work, but still, then I saw how many different sources for officers are there in general, and it's quite weird. I did not include the Galactic Recruit, by the way, because you can see it's supposed to end in 11 days, and that's why I left it out. But I'm waiting for 3 events to happen this month to finish that, and then I will finish that and post that on my Discord in the data collection again. I will make a video when I do that, so we go through that together. But now let's look at Mirek again. In the premium recruit section, she is already in. It's of course not the standard, but the premium. But you get more tokens from that over time, and so it's quite easy to get Mirek. It's not as full as the ultra recruit section with officers, so your chances to get her here is better, and that's where you already can get her. But you also can get her in the ultra recruit section. As I said, there are more officers in here, so the chances are a little bit less good than in the other section, but you still have a chance to get Mirek shards here in the Ultra Recruit section, and it's another way of doing that. And the third way is one I usually don't use, but everybody plays it differently, so you need to know. She's also in the Elite Romulan Recruit section. And you know, these elite tokens you can get in the Romulan faction store. I never spend credits on them, but sometimes you get them from missions as well. And so you have another chance here to get some shards for Mirek in the elite Romulan recruit. Of course, in a case like this, I especially would like to know from other experienced players, how did you use Mirek in earlier stages of the game? How did you combine her? Did you use her burning ability, or did you just use her anti-federation damage ability? That will be quite interesting for other players that just started playing the game. And of course, if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read the comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.